Okay, Shabbat Shalom. The video that I did about the difference between a Nazarite, Levite, and Israelite. Now, what I've done was take that video and put it where it should have been in the first place, and that's on the Nazarite lifestyle video. That's where the question was originally asked. It was asked from off that channel. So I want to even out both my channels, you know, for informational matters with different viewers. It's obviously that should have been on that channel because of what the channel was titled, but it's for both because it's still under God, you know. But I just want to even out the channel. So my apologies to the family of Set Apart to Serve channel if you were trying to watch it, or if you clicked on it and then you want to go back. But it's on Nazarite lifestyle, so if you want to continue to check that video out and get some more information on it, you can. But I also want to clear up some discrepancies throughout the teachings. See, my videos are not script. The only thing that you may know that I'm reading is the scriptures. That's the only script you're reading is the Bible verses. But first, me writing down how I should present the video and all that, I don't do all that. No, I don't do all that. That's too much work. You see, I'm having difficulties just by reading the Bible at times. Because I try to, when I'm reading, I wanna make it sound vivid, you know what I'm saying? Because you got people that read and it's all boring and you be losing the viewers because they don't understand what you're saying. I want to be able to make people understand even when I'm reading, and sometimes I get confused on how reading. It's crazy. But anyway, so look, this is what's going on with all three titles. They're all three one. All three are by God Almighty. This is how we're being identified by God. That's all. Now, he know us, of course, in particular. He know the numbers of our hairs. So, but what, okay, a Levite, let's just go here. A Levite is just part of the priesthood. They're the ones who are in charge of the temples. They're part of, actually, they're the ones who sets up the temples for the Feast of Tabernacles. They do the altars and stuff like that. They carry the Ark of the Covenant. They're in control of the sacrificials. They do the sacrificing. Like on the Day of Atonement, they're the ones who slaughter the goat and the lamb. You got the goat and the lamb that they're in control of. They're basically like the priesthood of the tabernacles. They're in control of the maintenance of the atmosphere with the temples and setting up the sacrificials, and they the big dogs, you know, who's controlling ceremonies and stuff like that. That's all, you know what I'm saying? But those are heavy duties. And how you're serving God right now. How you're serving God right now is more than likely how you're going to be serving him in the kingdom. Whatever position and whatever authority that you have right now serving God. And even when you pass levels, when you get to levels, and when you get what is the word I want to use? When you get promoted, like, because as long as we're living and serving God, when we pass levels, we do get promotions. We get promoted to do bigger and better things for God. That's what happened with Joseph. When his brothers threw him in the ditch and all that, and they came and got him, and he was a slave over there in Egypt, he had authority. He became the administrator. See, we go through all these terrible moments and turmoils just to end up with top authority, ruling those who have dissed us, who have shown contempt to us, who have rolled their eyes, talked about us, fired us, laid us off, lied on us, who hated us, who envied us. Or the list goes on, who mocked us, gang stalked, all that. See? when we continue on serving God and keeping the faith. See, Joseph, when he was locked up for all them years, what was it, 17 years or something like that? When he was locked up all them years, he still kept the faith. Even the guard told him, your God is not here. You've been locked up all this time. You still serving the God. What, huh? Nah, ain't no God. Joseph's like, yes, there are. Yes, it is. I serve an awesome God. I serve a mighty God. See, because while he was there, it was dawning on him what God was doing for him. So he had to keep the faith even in the midst of him being in jail for nothing. Huh? Never done nothing wrong. Now, when he realized what his purpose was to tell I think it was a Pharaoh, to tell the Pharaoh the future about what was going to happen with the drought and stuff like that. That's what got him out of there. See, that was his purpose. Huh? So I'm saying this, y'all. God has a purpose for us. And when we continue to endure these trials, when we continue to keep the faith and know that God is going to take care of us, we're going to get promoted to levels. And whatever we're doing, whatever level we're at for God, and we're still doing that or even getting higher, when Yeshua come back to get the true church, to get his whole one big church, that bride, when we're all going to the kingdom, that's the position we're going to have. So if you got a little bitty old position and you're not really doing nothing but just having a little Bible study every Wednesday and that's it, that's what you're going to be doing in the kingdom. If you're found fit for the kingdom and that's all you were doing, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to be doing in the kingdom, just having Bible study. And this is real. This is in the scriptures. So whatever position you have, whatever level you're at, that's what you're going to be doing in the kingdom. Read Revelation. It's going to be priests, judges, administrators, governors. We're going to have different, it's going to be different positions and for different people at different levels. This is real, y'all. So whatever you're doing right now, and you know that you want to get greater with serving God, that's what you're going to be doing in the kingdom. So a Levite is just those who God chose to be part of the priesthood, and they're mostly like older people. But it could be anybody. Whatever God see fit, whatever you serving him, and he see fit for you to be part of the priesthood, be part of the Levites, you're going to do that. It's a lot of duties when you becoming part of the Levites. It's a lot of duty because they got a lot of hands on with temples and sacrifices and stuff like that. Now, I can't speak about it on like specific sacrifices today. I think that's done away with. But I'm just saying that's to answer at Zarin Green question. That's what a Levite is, but it's still priesthood going on. So it's still Levites out there, but the sacrifice part, I don't think they're still doing that. But a Nazarite, and I had said on the channel that it's not a particular Christian, but then again, it is a particular Christian. See, that sounds so contradictory. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say not a different religion, but we are a particular Christian. We're not a particular religion. We are a particular Christian is what I meant to say in the video. And I was like, that sounds so contradicting, but that was my mistake. So I'm saying just because these are different titles doesn't mean that we are different religions. We're all under the one God. We're just identified by different purpose of the service. That's it. See, it's millions of us. It's only a few that's out here because we're spread it out. But God got individuals doing individual things to serve one purpose. That's all. And this is how we're being identified. So the Nazarites, which I am, those are Christians, part of the Israelites. They are those in particular who God has chosen to be consecrated, meaning set apart, separated as individuals. Remember in the scripture, it was a man or a woman. They have been withdrawn as special Christians who've made, and in some cases were forced to make, if not all, but have made a vow. Have made a vow. And whatever vow that was, we have to keep it. For some people, they keep it for a certain amount of time, for a certain amount of season. And for others, depending on your level, it's forever. It's for life. And I'm a witness. I made a vow at times where it was just for a season. And now I'm at a point where it's for life. So whatever vow that I made, I have to stick with that. And I have to obey that in order to serve God's purpose. Without me making that vow, I wouldn't be able to be separated to be labeled as a Nazarite, to be fit for that particular, for a special purpose, to serve God's purpose. I wouldn't be able to do it if I wasn't able to make that vow. That vow that I made, if I hadn't made it, it would have hindered my calling. It would have hindered the purpose. So that's why we make special vows. And I was forced to make that vow. I was forced to make that vow because God not playing with me. So after doing that, and I'm learning in the process of what's going on, so that's why I have the locks. See, I've had locks before and I cut it, but I had them in a worldly style. And throughout the trials of what I was going through with the barber and all that came to this point where I couldn't style of the world no more. So I got it natted. I got it natted, rooted. I'm not doing nothing to my hair but just washing it, and boom, that's it. Everything is going natural on its own. See, the dreads at the bottom were when I had it worldly. That's why they're separated. And instead of me just cutting it and keep starting over, I didn't do that. So what I did, I just allow it to just root up on its own. And that's why we're at this point with my locks. They're this now. And at the bottom is where I left off as when I started. I started not locking them up like that, free-forming them up like that. And that's my locks at the beginning of it. So, and now I can't cut my hairs. And I'm not tempted to cut my hair, you know. I understand that, you know. So I can't cut my hair. And it's also understand, because I didn't understand why I couldn't attend the funerals of my relatives. It was like right into my calling of coming out here where I'm at now from Chicago. I've heard of 3 funerals within 2 years, and I wasn't able to go. And it wasn't that I didn't want to go. It's just that it just didn't work out for me to be allowed to go. And it comes to this point, it just wasn't meant for me to go because it's part of my vow. So yeah, and I can't drink. That all that had to get washed out of me, because now I realized that he wanted me for a special purpose. I've been consecrated, away from people, places, and things. In a solitude state. I'm learning, and I've been praying to get to certain levels because I want to grow in Christ. I want to prosper. I want to prosper with material things to be able to help others. I'm praying for certain things in my life to be able to help others. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say specifically what it is, but yeah, I'm separated, and I am a Nazarite, and that's what a Nazarite is. A Nazarite is a particular Christian who is separated by a special vow they made to God, and they are specifically in a particular way of serving God for a special purpose. Now, everybody know what an Israelite is. An Israelite overall is the chosen one. Period. We are the elect. You know, the Israelites are the elect. You know what I'm saying? Abraham promised that this was going to happen all the way up to Jacob. Jacob put up a fight when God called him and chose him. He put up a fight. He didn't want to be chosen and called and all that, but he ain't had no choice. Got his hip broken. And he gave in. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's where that comes from. He changed his name to Israel, and boom, bow, there we go. Huh? And he had the 12 tribes after him, and then boom, so forth for that. I don't want to get off, but that's what that is, people. Nazarite, Levites are all Israelites. Shalom.